I was wondering when you'd show up, Meteor. But bugger me if you don't look ready to mill an entire crew of sods by yourself. And Benny that you are. Well, 'cause we've finally uncovered some hard facts about that last treasure. Won't be long now before we cloy the winning piece and put this daft challenge to bed. Alright, I've gathered the other coves for a meeting, so let's get down to it. Oh snap, it's building up. It's go time now. At long last, the black sarcophagus has given up its secrets. We've learned that the black sarcophagus means black as in the color, and sarcophagus apparently means coffin. Interesting. Underfoot, you've some news for us?
Aye, Jack. I think half our troubles with whittling the truth of it lay in calling this nasty thing a treasure. The black sarcophagus ain't no dimmer bauble. It's the Mark 11th Magitech mine. A bleeding prototype explosive which was bidden from an Imperial transport vessel. And even though it ain't that big, maybe the size of a small cargo box, like a coffin for somebody little, somebody really handsome but that lacks eyebrows. They say the blast would have enough kick to incinerate a bloody behemoth. It seems the Garleans meant to start production in their factory in Lenosha. Then distribute the mines through Castrum Marinum. Lucky some plucky privateer cloyed the prototype en route then, eh?
An experimental weapon? That explains why the Thalassacracy is so bleeding eager to bid it at that auction, and so, oh my gosh, reluctant to share the details with us.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Now, at least we know the what, but there's still the question of where. The Curs delivered us the bitten goods of the Reformists, that much is certain, but what happened to the sarcophagus after that? Oh, well, we ain't so sure. There's been no reports of huge explosions and the like, so either the executioners still have the mine, or they've peddled it to some other buyer.
The Reformists faction came together out of their shared hatred for the Admiral and her ways. I'm guessing they didn't cloy that bomb just to sell it. What is it, Lonnie?
A letter for you, Jack. It says it's urgent. Urgent enough that I'm leaving the door unattended.
A letter? From who? Well, who is it from?
Oh, the old man. I found it while I was sorting through our daily deliveries.
Oh. Well, I guess we should read it then. Let's see now. Come to Talos. I have urgent news.
Oh, I've never known the old man to summon a customer. No one's seen him at the usual haunts for a while. You reckon it's some rum morsel he's dug up just for us?
It could be. It very well could be. Meteor, you and me are headed to Talos. Underfoot, Keb, take you another stab at pinning down the location of the sarcophagus.
Alright. Come on, lady, let's go!
I'm coming. Oh my gosh. Just let me get my sandwich. You and me will head to Talos and see what the old man wants. I hope it's good news, but me gut is telling me otherwise. Thank God we can fly across that now, huh? It's so good. It's so good. The flight is amazing. It's delightful. Oh crap. I got the wrong thing selected. There we go. Wow. Even so, DSR is probably the hardest raid fight ever, so that only works because they clear it. Yeah, so, unlike the subject of DSR, I don't know that the next ultimate would be as hard as DSR. I don't know if they all have to be. I don't know if they have to keep upping the stakes. When you look at the way the community's, like, built around UCOB and T, some people just love clearing these fights, man. Nim. So when it comes to ultimates, I don't know that DSU has to be the bar, but it is the hardest. You're right. It is the hardest fight they've ever added. And that seems to be backed up by players. What the heck is happening here? Alright. Oh, I sense a hostile presence. Well, let's eat some raisins. It's raisin time. Especially because they think the next Ultimate's going to be ready in 6.3, which the only way that timeline makes sense is if they were already working on it. Which means they don't have DSU feedback as a factor. Maybe they do some tuning based on it, but the core mechanics and design are would already be locked in by this point. Relatively. Within a reason. It takes them a long time to build these things and test them. So to have it out at the end of this year, they're not, it's not still on the whiteboard. It's functioning. There's some parts of it functioning in game, probably. You're wasting your time, darling. We opened that scrag's wrinkled throat spells ago. You cross the bloody executioners and you get what's coming to you. Did you like our message? We wasn't sure if you'd fall for it, but a little mystery goes a long way, eh? Oh, now don't be like that, darling. Me and my mates didn't have much choice. When the boss says, go play with the rogues, then we gotta play with the rogues. After all, we never asked you to come ruin our game now, did we? And don't give me no long-winded speech about your precacious code. The reformist vision stretches far beyond what them tired old rules is good for. Once Captain Nasabir takes command of the executioners, he'll give us back the teeth we lost when we submitted to the Admiral's leash. We'll be the terrors of the sea once more, free to rove and plunder in a new age of pirate glory. And I'll bathe in the blood to see that age come to pass. I'll kick down your shite stinking code and have your sneaky heads on the chopping block. Like hells you will. The only sentence what's being passed today is yours. Oh, well, hello there, darling. Ain't you a fine-looking lad? I've heard all this prattle before. I know I'm handsome. Free to pillage and plunder, is that what you said? Aye, it all sounds grand, but you don't think of the price. That shite stinking code is the only thing what keeps your bloody coves from milling one another. Without it, without Limsa Lamensa to call home, you'd be adrift in an ocean of Corins. But if you're so keen to keep company with the dead, you'll be sodden happy to oblige. Oh, you was prettier with your gob shut, but I can see I'm out of me depth here. Very well. As much as I'd like to lop off your noggins, I'd have to be satisfied with dragging you two of you out into the wilds. Keep you well out of the way, haven't I? Well, out with it then. Oh, ain't it obvious? You stubborn scrags is looking to wipe your new toy, and my job was to stall you. The captain and mine with him right now. He's set to show the rest of the executioners he's got the stones to sit in the leader's chair. And what better way to do that than executing the bitch with snap chains on our crew? He's targeting the Admiral herself. You're planning to blow up the command room, ain't you?
Aye! You have me permission to panic. Of course, if you'd rather steer clear of the city, I'd be glad to keep you company right here, sweet mate.
We've got this mad Mort at our mercy, but she seems to be enjoying herself. I'd better drag her back to the guild and see what other information she'll spill. Leave us alone. You can believe that I'll just be interrogating her. Yes, that's all. I need you back in Limsa as well, but you've business at the foremast first. You should find Captain Malala, and just to be safe, if you come by the sisters, you should knock very loudly before coming inside. Forget about the sudden challenge and tell her everything we know, and lest me judgment's off kilter, she'll know what needs to be done. I've got business to attend to. Oh, well. You two go keep each other company then. Fire, did you figure it out? Let's see. Mark for death. Cool. You wonder where rumors like private test server come from? I don't know. People misunderstand what Sims can do. People misunderstand what data mining means. I don't know. Well, look who it is. Well, look who it is.
Oh, you're one of Jack's rogues.
You've come to steal the sorrows, have you? Yeah, that's why I walked right up to your face.
Well, you shan't have them. As you can see, they're safely clasped upon my very own.
You're not here for the earrings, are you? No.
The Admiral, you say? And you are sure these fiends are in possession of the sarcophagus? Oh my gosh, I must deploy more sentries at once. Do not think this voice our challenge, rogue. And you can relay as much to your impudent guildmaster. I suppose you can thank him for the warning as well, I guess. Don't tell him I said that.
Alright. Let us jump down to... Oh, it's in the Rogues Guild. I kind of thought we were going to go to the command room. I mean, I guess that's where we expect him to be.
Boss! Boss, there's somebody coming inside. I'm sure it's not a big deal, but he's coming in like now.
Don't mean to interrupt. Where is she?
So, the jackets are on the move, Bene. Now, I've been listening to get that addled pirate cackle since I got her back to the sisters, but she's given us naught which we already did not know, and I have tried to spend a lot of time with her, and we know more than enough. I say we rally the rogues and go after that mine before it blows up our minds.
This is still Rogue, right? Yeah.
If the leader of the reformers, this Captain Ossibir, is planning on milling the Admiral with a bang, then my guess is he'll be aiming to demolish the entire command room.
You know the mizzenmast, aye? The tower that holds the drowning wench in the bulwark, the Admiral's Bridge and her command room are right on top of it. Then you've got the district what surrounds the mizzenmast, that busy beating heart of the city. Even with the threat of an attack, you can't just steal up in the blink of an eye and call the whole thing bomb. Try to explain the danger to the Coles would live and work there, and you'd have a frightened stampeding mob on your fambles. Nay, lad, our only option is to have eyes, snilching every approach to the tower. I'll put the word out as many coves as I can, and spread 'em throughout the streets. Your job will be to cover the aft castle. Just wait and see, Meteor. We'll get this Ossipere and his little bomb too.